Welcome to Beans and Breakdowns, a podcast dedicated to bridging the gap between specialty coffee and the heavy music community. On this episode, I'm joined by Lu Champton, drummer of the band Decoy. So grab a fresh cup of coffee and wake the fuck up! What's going on, caffeinated crew? Today on the podcast, joined by Lucien of the band Decoy from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A different kind of French flair, but we're getting it. That's a little thing for my Quebecois up here.
I love the way you pronounce Baton Rouge. That's how you do it.
You got to do that proper en français.
Baton Rouge, yes, sir.
Baton Rouge.
What's going on, man? I'm happy to be on. I got my K-Cup brewing. I might get dots for that, but it's whatever, dog.
What's your K-Cup? What's your K-Cup flavor?
Today we're rocking with Folgers Black Silk coffee.
Okay, wait a minute. There's a Folgers called Black Silk.
Yeah.
Brother.
It's up, dude. Like I was saying earlier, like if I'm gonna go out and get a cup of coffee, first of all, I don't care, like hot, cold, raining, I'm getting it iced. Okay.
That's a southern thing though.
Yeah, I'm a psycho. It could be cold outside. Like it could be sleeting. It could be hailing. I'm getting a cup of that iced mud, bro. But
you like cold brew though? Like you fuck with the cold brew?
Yeah,
right.
I love that. That shit fucking turns me up. We're out of creamer. It's cool. I'm gonna drink it black.
Oh my god.
I go dumb.
That's ignorant.
Caveman shit.
Black Silk Folgers K-Cup.
Black Silk black. Yeah. Earlier, before we started recording, I'm going to shout out my coffee places around Baton Rouge. Highland Coffees. Such a good spot. It's like in Baton Rouge, this is where LSU is, Louisiana State University. That it's a coffee shop on campus. Mm-hmm. So good. When I go in there, I'll usually get like if I'm feeling something sweet, a white chocolate, mocha, iced, or sometimes whenever I'm like, I don't want all that. Like I'll just get like an iced Americano with like light espresso. And I don't really like it too sweet though. So if anything, I'll just throw in a little cream, maybe a couple dabs of simple syrup, but nothing too crazy, man.
You do the creamer, is it like flavored or do you do like half and half?
Half and half.
Half and half is dope.
Yeah, dude.
Like if you steam, so we don't do half and half up here. It's weird. But if you steam half and half, that shit is thick.
It's busting. Yeah, no, at work, we actually have like a very expensive, big, fancy, crazy espresso machine. And it actually has an option, like a little part on the machine where you can put a cup of cream, and it heats it up for you. It steams it. So yeah, I know what's up with that. Yeah, I'm all about the steamed cream.
It's like just sweet enough, you know what I'm saying? Like you almost don't need sugar in it. It's just nice, fatty, sweet.
Man, that's all that other shit's where you're gonna start. You're like, oh, coffee fucks me up. Like yada yada yada. I'm like putting all that extra shit in there.
It's the
All that
dairy.
extra sugar and cream. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. I kind of go light on it. Like I'm drinking this shit black right now, but at work, like I'll literally start the shift like double shot, maybe a little water, and that's it, dude.
It's pre-workout.
That's it. Crazy man shit. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like you're going to the gym, fucking 2 shots. Like it, yeah, it's almost like I was talking to a dude runs a coffee roaster, and he was saying, don't hate on Americanos, just try adding less water. Because it's like bourbon. You know, when you drink like bourbon or whiskey, sometimes you want to water it down a little bit to get the flavors.
Yeah.
You do it with
Yeah,
espresso.
whatever
And
you.
it's
Yeah, I mean, I'll take my espresso with one big rock, like they use one big ice cube,
like an old
like they do
fashioned
with
ice
bourbon.
cube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, have you ever tried a coffee old fashioned?
No, but I will.
You seem like
That
the kind of
sounds.
person that would
That sounds
fuck with it.
sick.
Yeah.
I drink, but I'm more of like a beer guy. I like IPAs. I like old fashions, but that's whenever I'm like I don't know. I got to do it in moderation now
When you're
because there was a
bougie,
point. No, I'm not bougie. I'm just like like I just watch how much I drink these
okay.
days. Like it's very limited. Because I don't know. Like I work in the restaurant industry, and we all like everybody goes out all the time after work and goes and gets drunk and stays up all night. It's kind of circling back to the routine thing. It's like, oh, if I just go out and get drunk every single night, I'm gonna fucking sleep all day,
Mm-hmm.
every day, and I'm not gonna. It's gonna fuck with my mental.
Yep.
So I just wanted to throw that in there.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I've cut back to
but
like not drinking. I'll do like max 2 drinks a week.
damn, yeah, that's good. Like, but I like a good old fashioned.
Yeah. But the coffee
Yeah,
one you can do. So the only alcohol, if you want to call it that, is going to be like a couple dashes of like chocolate bitters or orange
sorry,
bitters.
darn it. Is everything good? Did I
Yeah,
fuck
good.
it up? Okay, cool.
You get a call.
No, I was just checking how much battery I had.
Okay.
Couple dashes of bitters, and that sounds
Use
awesome.
use cold brew. So you use like I think it's like 3 ounces of cold brew. Do the coffee, or you can do like split chocolate and orange bitters,
Yeah,
and then use a little bit of like maple or simple syrup or something, and then stir it down.
bro, that sounds gas. Yeah,
It's good.
I've had something similar, like a dessert old fashioned. I've never
Mm.
had an espresso martini.
Really?
Well, maybe I've tried it, but I've never like ordered one.
So I've gotten on this kick. There's like this Spanish liquor that they use a lot in Mexico for cocktails it's called like a carajillo is the cocktail. And
Hmm.
it's literally
I think
like
I've heard of it.
it's equal parts it's called 43 liquor 43 and equal parts espresso or cold brew or whatever, and then you just shake it up and pour it over ice.
Yeah.
And so I started doing that at home every once in a while if I'm feeling a little sassy. And then I went on their website because I was like, what else can you make with this shit? They have they have a old fashioned recipe, which is also very sick. And then they have a espresso martini with that instead of sweetener. Because it's like a vanilla orange liquor.
Yeah.
So mixing it with the coffee, it brings
That's like two of my favorite things, dude. Vanilla and
exactly.
oranges.
So like imagine a vanilla creamsicle like latte, but with some, a little punch to it.
Dude, I'm getting moist. That sounds great.
I'm sorry. I know you're not doing the drinking thing, but I just have to, in moderation, you gotta,
No, yeah.
enjoy
That
things from
sounds
time to
good.
time.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
moderation. Everything in moderation. There's, you gotta pace yourself. Can't do the same. Can't just go out and get wasted every single night. But things in moderation are good. Yes, I agree.
Let me hit you with what I'm drinking before I
What you
drink
got?
all
What
of
you
it.
got, bro?
A roaster called Monogram, which I very much like, but I haven't had in a long time. It's called their Bambito. It
Bambito.
is, yes, Bambito. It is
Let's go.
it's from Panama. It's washed for the people that want to know this. It has flavors of red apple, chocolate, and black tea. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty good. I like the bag. It's like kind of
I like the bag too. I was like, damn, dude.
funky. Yeah.
Bambito.
Bambito.
Where's it
But yeah,
from again?
it's from Toronto. Oh, the
Oh,
coffee,
okay.
the beans,
Yeah.
it's from Panama,
Hell
Chiriqui,
yeah.
Panama. So, good stuff. One of my friends that I talked to recently is it's like his favorite roaster, and he's from Toronto. So I walked into a shop yesterday and found it, and I was like, I'm in the mood. I'm gonna try another Monogram. So,
Would you ever go to Starbucks?
yes,
Yeah.
I'm not a
You're
hater.
down?
I'm a hater of. This is gonna come across like I think aggressive. I don't love capitalism. I'm not a big capitalist person per se. I don't respect the business practices of Starbucks. That's how I'll preface this. Their coffee's not very good. They
I don't think so
don't treat
either.
their workers very good.
No.
They're not great all around. Pretty
I don't
bad.
get it. I used to have friends that worked at Starbucks and like they'd be like, I gotta be at work at like 4 a.m. and
No, it sucks.
I only make like $9 an hour, maybe tips. And I'm like, dude, that sucks.
Go work at Target. You don't have to work at Target
Yeah,
until
dude.
like 9.
This is like years ago, but I'm like, dude, fuck that place. And like the coffee's not very good. And
It's expensive.
yeah, it's expensive. Every time I go in, there's like a bunch of crazy. I haven't been in years, dude, for real. There's like always a bunch of rude, crazy people in there. And like, I don't know. I just feel, nah, I'm not fucking with it. Like I said, there's three. I only got to one, but there's three
Yeah, give me the
coffee
other two.
spots in Baton Rouge. Highland Coffee's number one, Old Faithful. And then when I'm in a jam, like there's this place called Seven Brew.
Okay.
It's a chain. I'm not sure where it started at, but I know it's like someone told me it's like a Christian owned.
It sounds Christian.
Yeah, Christian owned like coffee drive through where they do other honestly, Dutch Bros. Have you ever heard of Dutch Bros? Y'all got
Definitely
that
no
up
Dutch
there?
Bros. Nah, but I just my dad lives in Ohio. So it's like
Okay.
Midwest shit. Yeah.
Yeah. First time I ever had it was when I was in Las Vegas. And it's kind of like that where the people come up to the car and they're like, how's your day? What you got going on today? What are you doing? Like, I like it. Yeah.
That's weird.
They come up to the car, they take your order, and then they like just like start talking to you about shit. And like sometimes it's cool, nice, and then sometimes it's like kind of awkward. But I try and not make things awkward ever. I try, but
This is at Seven Brew, right?
Seven Brew, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're bigger
It's
than
pretty
I
good.
thought. It's huge.
And I'll be real, like basically the shit I get there, like I basically just get like a sweet ass, like I get a blondie,
Boom.
and it's
All right.
basically just like a vanilla, like iced. Fucking, I'm kind of lost for words right now. This K cup's hidden.
It's like a vanilla latte per se. Like is that
Pretty
like
much, pretty much, yeah. And then number 3, when I'm really in the shits, CC's coffee. It's in New Orleans.
That doesn't sound good.
CC's?
No, I don't know why, but I just picture it as being weird.
It's all right. I'm going to CC's before Starbucks. I'd never go to. I'm like, Like if somebody's like, we're going to Starbucks, does anyone want anything? I'm like, maybe give me but I'm never going to like go there on my own accord. So those are my three: Highland Coffee, 7 Brew, CC's in Baton Rouge.
You
Shout
said
out.
CC's is from New Orleans?
Yeah, it's a New Orleans thing.
So what?
They
They just
got
got
them.
like,
They got them all over yeah, it's kind of like a chain little coffee house. They got them all over town.
they just be serving cafe au lait and shit like that. Is that?
Nah, it's not like with beignets and stuff.
Oh, okay, okay. That's just,
No,
every
there's
time
no
I think of New Orleans
beignets.
coffee, that's all I associate is like
Of
Cafe Du
course,
Monde and shit like that.
dude, that's the goat.
You like it?
I love it. I love it.
Damn. I've only been once.
You been to New Orleans?
Yeah, so my wife went to school in Savannah when she was in
Okay,
college, but her family lived in Houston. So we would drive like to go visit her family. Like
right on.
14
Yeah,
hours.
man. From Savannah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours straight shot from us. That was kind of like Houston, man. Like growing up, going to shows, like whenever stuff was slow here, like whenever, because Louisiana, I'm not gonna lie, like you'll see it on tours, man. We get skipped. We get skipped a lot. It is what it is, but we've always been the off date state. Like anytime there was an off date, we'd fucking like a sick tour, like we'd jump on it, and we sometimes we get the good shit and like make something happen. But anytime shit was slow around here, we'd go down to Houston, man, and catch some good shows over there. Yeah, I got a lot of good friends out in Houston. I love Houston. I love Texas.
Texas is dope. I tell people
Oh,
it
God,
is
got
the
a great
best.
team.
It's the best state.
Dude, Dr. Pepper.
That's all you gotta say.
That's it. That's all you need. But I mean, that's just one of the many things Texas has blessed us with.
Brisket.
Brisket. Yes, sirski.
Brisket.
I'm a sucker for some good barbecue, bro.
Hell yeah. There's something
But
that so my wife, her dad would always cook like crawfish and shit like that. So she's always like telling me like I gotta teach you how to eat crawfish. And I'm like, I know how to eat crawfish. But
there's a fast way though. Everybody's got a fast way.
I'm sure there's some other technique, right?
Oh, me, man, at the boil, bro, I'm like too fast. I can go through some crawfish. Hey, man, they're so expensive right now.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know how much per pound, but it's something ridiculous right now. Like I just know, like I've been hearing like the crawfish farmers that like by now, yeah, February by now, like they should be gearing up, but they're saying like, all the crawfish are like small or like, so they're like upping the price on them, and it's like I'm good. I'm not throwing any boils. I'm good. I'll pop out. I'll pull
up,
put
right?
up on it. I'll pull up and put up if y'all want, but like, damn, yeah, crawfish is just it's a delicacy.
What about boudin?
I love boudin.
Okay, good.
Boudin is good. No greater breakfast than a link of boudin and a Coke.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, that's how we get down, bro.
Like a full strength Coke?
Full strength. Yeah. Shit, yeah.
Yo, people up here are gonna listen to that and be like, first of all, what the fuck is boudin? Secondly, why are you eating that with Coke in the morning?
Because, dude, I live on the edge, man. You see, I live on the edge. My phone died during the podcast.
During the podcast, like just in the middle, brewing a K cup on like in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, dude. I'm living on the edge. What up?
People aren't ready. People aren't ready. How
Oh man, I love it.
how did you get into heavy music? When I think of Baton Rouge, I do not think of heavy music at all. I think of like hip hop.
That's awesome. I love it.
But how did you find it? Like, do you remember like your first show? What was the backstory
Oh
there?
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So always was interested in music, even when I was a little baby. My grandfather, he played piano, and I think like I would like pull out the pots and pans and start playing along with them. And um, heavy music, though, uh, oddly enough, as a kid, I was always into like horror movies. Like I love Freddy Krueger. I love Friday the 13th, all those slasher movies. I think I saw Freddy versus Jason when I was a kid. And like I already liked music. I already knew about like Ozzy because I was like I wanted more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had the Ozzy going on and like Led Zeppelin, but I wanted more. So I watched Freddy versus Jason, and like the soundtrack, bro, goated soundtrack. It had like Slipknot, Hatebreed, um, Chimera, bands like
Shit.
that. So I listened to the soundtrack and I was just like, hooked. I was like, dude, this shit is crazy. Slipknot, uh, they were like, that was like the breakthrough band for me. Like I had this sampler of all these great bands, but Slipknot really stuck out to me. Sorry, because they were just like that. Like watching them, they are like a horror movie and a band mixed
Mm-hmm.
together. So I was like, that's my shit. I love this band. And then like hardcore heavy music. Um, like I also grew up watching Headbangers Ball with Jamie Josta. When I figured that out, I was just like mainlining that shit. I was like, oh, dude, taking in as much as I could. Like, and then my first show, like, I started going to like local shows around here in like 2009, 2000, yeah, something like that, 2009. And then I went to my first hardcore, official hardcore show, probably in like 2010
Mm-hmm.
or 11 or something. And it was Take Offense and Betrayal.
Betrayal. Holy shit.
Yeah, dog.
Fucking sick
Yeah.
ass band.
Yeah, they were great for the time. Yeah. It had what's that rapper? Shakewell. Have you ever heard of Shakewell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing with them back then. I mean, I didn't know who he was, but
I
yeah.
didn't either.
Um, but yeah, from there I was like at every show I could get to, you know, I had a beg. I was lucky enough to have grandparents. I grew up with my grandparents, and like they wouldn't take me to every show, but like there was like my first because there was a venue like an hour away in New Orleans called the High Ground.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody fucking went there. Like all the dope packages came through there. It was like an all age venue, and there'd just be some shows where I'd be like, Grandpa, please, please, please. And he'd drive me out there, drop me and the homies off, like go fuck around for like an hour or two. So I think he like pulled up and watched one show. And he was like, oh, okay, well, y'all just call me when you need me.
That is not for me.
And then I just started like meeting friends there and like friends from Baton Rouge. So we just roll out sometimes, but the venue closed as they do, sadly. And now, yeah, it's just crazy to think about. Like we have, we don't, we have one all ages venue, but shit's kind of slow with hardcore and metalcore and Baton Rouge. Like we get like the big tour packages, at this place called Chelsea's. We get some good stuff, and
Mhm.
but really New Orleans is popping off right now. My friend Steven, who plays in the band Dracula from New Orleans, and he also plays in fucking like three other bands. But him and my boy Jesse, who is also in Dracula, they've been kind of like holding it down with the booking. They get all kinds of cool shit here, like DB. Like New Orleans loves them some DB, some sludge,
Yeah.
some crust. You know what I mean? Very crusty city. And but you know, they get good hardcore shows. And appreciate them boys. I did booking for a minute, and it's kind of a thankless job, but
Yeah.
what it is. You know, you got to make it happen, bro.
It's
Us
true.
being in Louisiana, like you know, like you said, a lot of people don't really. Well, Crowbar is from here. Crowbar, fucking, I hate God, stuff like that. But yeah, man, we just got to make it happen. That's how it is. You get skipped over because Louisiana is kind of like a C market
Yeah.
in turn, like compared to like the coasts or like the Midwest. Like it's all about the money. I see people, they'll post a tour flyer. Of course, it's skipping over Louisiana. I'm like, it's all about that money, baby.
That's crazy that you're calling Louisiana a worse market than the Midwest. Because I hear people from the Midwest saying like, "Oh, we're like not as good a market as like I don't know, like the Southeast." And I'm like, "Well, brother, there's like 3 cities in the Southeast that people play, like Atlanta,
I've never been
maybe."
to a show up in the Midwest, but I've been up there. I shot a video with my other band. Well, I was in this band Purity from Las Vegas, and we went up to shoot a video in Louisville, Kentucky, with Eric Easterday. Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they have a great scene, like Louisville for sure. Places in Ohio. I mean, it's just that part of the country. It's like central, like to where you're trying to get to. So I get
Yep.
why. I just feel like they get more like shit passing through. I could be wrong. I don't know, but Louisville for sure. I know they have a great team, and that's kind of like the face of the Midwest for me.
Okay, I feel that.
But like I
But
said, like we like growing up, like Texas, Houston, we get all the good shit, and we're like, we gotta fucking, we drive out there, 4 hour drive, and then come back the same night and go to work the next day. Psycho shit. Like
yeah,
my first Houston show was we went to two in one weekend. It was like 2013. And the first show was at a place called Fitzgerald's. I think it's closed now. First show was like Rotting Out, Stick to Your Guns, The Story So Far, and like some other pop punk bands. Rotting Out didn't even show up. That was like my third time trying to see Rotting Out, and the van froze over or something. Yeah, I was supposed to see him once in New Orleans or Metairie at that venue, the High Ground, the Cypress. It changed names.
mm-hmm.
And I got there late because I was riding with some chick, and she's like, "Y'all don't care if we miss the opener, right?" And it was the local band, but she like fucked around, and we missed Rotting Out and the opener. And I was kind of salty about that. Then we go to Houston, and their van freezes over. I've since then called them like 2 or 3 times.
Okay,
But
good.
yeah, so that was the first show in Houston. Then the next night, I think it was a Saturday, we went to Fallcore Fest, which is like a Texas fest for like Texas bands, and they'd get like a headliner like Foundation play. I went to like 3 of them. Foundation played one year. like Incendiary, 100 Demons. Pretty goated fest. We went to the last one. They had a final one. Fuck, I want to say it was like 2016. And the headliners were Judge and freaking Iron Age.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, goated. Dude brought out the sword and everything. If you know anything, you fuck with Iron Age, great band.
Great band.
Yeah.
Also, Judge, fucking great band.
Yes, dude. I'm not straight edge at all, but I appreciate Judge, man. It was good. It was cool to see. It was like a real intimate show. Like it was big, it was packed, but like the venue was goated. When it is now closed, bro.
What venue was it?
It was at Walters in Houston.
Fucking love Walters.
Me too, man. Dude, Houston was like big for us. Like just going there, meeting all those people, seeing the crazy ass mosh, all the fucking fights and all that great stuff that comes with going to hardcore shows out there. It was just eye opening for us. And then from there, we were like, dude, just trying to, we went to This Is Hardcore a couple times, FYA Fest a couple times. I never made it out to Sound and Fury, or I really want to go to LDB. I mean, that shit's coming up, but
yep.
I don't know if I can swing it, but that shit looks crazy this year, dude.
LDB is like aside from Tie Down, LDB is like the closest one for us up here.
Dude, Tied Down looks awesome.
It does, but I'd rather go to Sound and Fury. It's almost like the same lineup as Sound and Fury.
Kind of. Like Sound and Fury's lineup is really cool. I'm wondering if it's going to be outside again. Because I'm watching all these videos of people just like kicking up all the damn dust. And I'm like, y'all's lungs have got to be fucked. Like, I don't know if I can handle that. Dude, my first like big show back from COVID was FYA Fest. The year that it wasn't that long ago. Fuck, time's all a blur now thanks to COVID. Yeah. But I think it was like 22.
Mm-hmm.
And like Turnstile and E-Town Concrete were headlining, and dude, it was weird being around that many people. Like I was like, I don't know, I felt strange. I had to go put a mask on, dude.
I went to the same year. I went to Outbreak, 2022.
Oh shit!
And Turnstile headline one of the days. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude, Outbreak Fest looks so sick.
It's crazy.
Did Renounced play?
Yeah, they did.
Dude, I love that band. Like that's their kind of metalcore is like what I kind of came up on, like stuff like them, like what they sound like kind of like Misery Signals, like who's that? Like Poison the Well,
yeah,
stuff like that. I love maybe a little bit of I might get canned, but I don't care. Like they have a couple August Burns Red riffs, Renounced.
Why would you get canned? You got to put respect on August Burns Red. I don't care. That band's been going for almost like 30 years.
Yeah, fuck the haters, man. August Burns Red, they're crazy. I saw them live once. Who's their drummer, man?
Matt Greiner.
Yes, dude.
Crazy.
Go.
I kind of fuck with that blast bell he has too.
Dude, he's a fucking madman.
Crazy.
My favorite drummers, as being a drummer right now, Matt Wood from Vane. Love him. Fucking the dude from Chamber, Tay. Tay goes cray. I was prepared to.
What about Machine Gun Benny?
Dude, Machine Gun Benny.
Come on.
He is the pocket. He hits so hard. His fills are nasty. He goes crazy. The dude from, I'll throw in one more. just because I've been listening to him lately, and it's kind of like not something I usually listen to, but Peeling Flesh.
Okay.
That drummer is a robot. He goes ham. So shout out to him. Sometimes I get on a little slam kick. I don't know.
I like some slam. My wife has been on a big slam kick recently, so she's like sending me bands. There's a band called Gut Rectomy. That's pretty
Gut Rectomy.
from
That's an
Germany.
awesome name.
Yeah, they're stupid.
Yeah, dude.
It's
Germany
like
is hard.
smooth brain, dum dum slam.
Cigs inside, K cup drinking slam metal. Yeah.
Black Silk Folgers slam.
Yes, dude. Hold on, let me grab my cup. But yeah. And yeah, like getting into heavy music and already being fascinated with music as a kid, like I was just I didn't like I started a band when I was in like a freshman in high school with some other dudes that they didn't exactly like hardcore, but they liked like some like they liked Between the Buried to me and stuff like that. Like
Okay.
kind of hardcore adjacent.
Like proggy metal.
Proggy and stuff like Periphery and like we didn't know what we were doing. It was just one of the like first band type thing, never played a show. And then I tried to start more bands and we'd meet up for a jam session, then never meet again. And I didn't start. I was in one band in like 2014 where I did vocals, and that was like my first like serious like playing shows band. And we were together for like a year or two, then we broke up. And then 2016, like through that time when I was doing vocals for that band, I kind of put the drums down and like let my drummer use some of my shit, and he kind of just beat it all up. I mean, I love him. It's all good. But in 2015, 2016, I picked the drums back up, started a band called Piece of Me. And we were kind of like, emo-ish metalcore, kind of like Poison the Well, kind of like, yeah, just stuff like that. Like we Converge, but not as good. Like, like not near as good, but in our heads, we were like, this kind of sounds like Converge. Let's rock with it. Like, and then Piece of Me broke up. Our singer left. I brought in Jonah and then Matt, who both play in Decoy now. And we were like, yeah, we're just going to rock with this lineup. And they were like, dude, let's just start a new band. Like, so many member changes already. Let's just start a new band. And I was thinking of a name, and I was like, what would be cool? Like what I was thinking of like a illusion for your enemies. They're like traps. So I was like Decoy. And we were like, okay, let's rock with that. And we started in 2017, played our first show. Ended 2017, dropped our first EP 2018. Then Jonah ended up, leaving for personal reasons. He stepped away to focus on his personal life, and we kept going. We got a new singer, and just kind of fell off the wagon. Like, I mean, once you switch out the singer, I mean, like, no one really cared. I'm not trying to sound like we're like anybody, but like people really didn't care when we switched the singer. Like, not trying to, no, I don't know if I might get flamed, but we got Jonah back in last year because he was just like, dude, I miss it. We were kind of slow. We were still a band, but like we had no plans of doing anything. We were just kind of getting back together and jamming last summer. And Jonah was like, dude, just let me get back in the band. And I'm like, you serious, bro? Because I'm down. Like, if you're down, I'm down, dude. And then we made that happen. We did drop a record last year called Natural Selection.
Yes.
It came out probably like March or April of last year. And it did okay, but not as well as I wanted to, because I really love the songs. And we got Jonah back in. We're writing new material now, but we wanted to release stuff with Jonah on it. So we re-recorded, or no, he did vocals on 3 songs from Natural Selection. So we dropped a 3-song EP called Reselection. Clever. Yep. And they've been doing so much better. Like, because me and Jonah and the rest of the band have just been like, on the computer, networking, looking up blogs, submitting it, sending it out to labels, the whole dog and pony show, man. So just trying to go all out. And then we did a LCY Uncut, Lawn Chair Youth.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. Like, but right now we're just focusing on new material. We got a couple shows lined up throughout the year, but I'd really like to get a new single out within the next couple of months, probably with a video. But dude, yeah, I feel like it's better than it's ever been right now. I'm just having a lot of fun with it.
Who recorded the reselection? Because it sounds like a certain producer / mixer that I'm very familiar with, but I don't know if that's who it was.
That would be my brother in Christ, Kyle E. Roche.
Okay.
Shout out Kyle. I've been going to shows with Kyle for a long time. He played in this band called Pursuance. They're like some like kind of prog, progressive, like counterparts type shit. And he played drums, and we were always just like tight, drummer bros. And then he recorded a couple bands from around here. One of them was a band called Forged by Hate. And I really liked the raw production style he did, but this was years ago.
Yeah.
Like, and then we did drums with him for a 2-song promo tape. He just did the drums, and we did guitars and everything else with Jonathan Dolis, who's kind of been making waves. John Dolis. He moved up to Nashville, I believe, but he was like, dude, y'all should like come record a full songs with me, like, cause I know what y'all are going for, like. And I was like, I'm down. So we did a couple tracks with him. We did that whole Natural Selection EP with him. One song we did guitars with him, and it was the best sounding song on the record. The rest we recorded the guitars ourselves, and they still turned out okay, but I wish we would have done it all with him. So the next release we'll be doing it fully with Kyle. Love Kyle.
Reselection sounds like a Randy LaBeouf.
Yeah, dude,
it sounds like Randy.
No, Randy's the GOAT. I think my friends in Vomit Forth actually just did a record with him. One day in the future, I'd like to link up with like him or, big dog status, Will Putney, the GOAT.
The putt man.
The putt, yeah. Are
you familiar with the band called Apes?
Apes?
Yeah.
Like monkeys? No.
They're from Quebec City. They sound like it's like blackened hardcore. Like it feels like they used to be more power violence, and now they're like blackened hardcore with like noise.
Mm-hmm.
So like
That
Dylan from,
sounds like something I'd be into.
I think you
Hey,
would. Dylan from Full of Hell did some noise work on the record, and then they recorded it, and then had it mixed by Will Putney.
damn.
And it's like a 4-song EP.
I'm seeing Lullabies for Eternal Sleep.
That is the one. You should give that one a spin.
Oh, okay, I'm down for some blackened grindcore. I'm
It's
down.
insane. It's crazy.
I'm gonna run it after this.
But yeah, they're good dudes. Very, very good dudes. Like plugged in. The drummer mixes that band Wake from Calgary that like I guess they're also kind of black metal. They're like hipster black metal. But yeah, it's like this Calgary band.
Y'all like y'all's blackened core up there. Huh? It gets real snowy, and y'all just. I can see where the inspiration comes from.
I'm not.
It's not that snowy. Is it snowing outside right now?
It actually is snowing at this exact moment, but
I knew it.
It's rare. It's been rare this winter.
Dude.
My wife loves black metal. I respect aspects of black metal, but I kind of have ADD or something, and it gets
a little egregious or whatever.
Just it's the same thing too much.
Yeah.
It's just going.
No, I get it. I like some black metal bands for sure.
You play drums with a backpack on?
I did it at that one show. I might just, make that my thing. I'm gonna start putting bricks in there.
We were talking about backpack. I went to a show last night. Military Gun came through. Shout out.
Yeah. Love that band.
Spaced came through. That's why I'm wearing a Spaced shirt. Because
right on. I saw that. I think I've seen that shirt before. I need to check them out. Whether they're touring with them or what.
They're opening. Then they got Spiritual Cramp. You fuck with like oi post punk shit.
Spiritual Cramp. I've heard of them. Yeah.
So with the guitars,
you said oi?
Yeah, it's like oi.
Yeah, dude. I love
the Chisel.
The Chisel's awesome. CMI. I like that.
Okay, check out Spiritual Cramp. It's more like post-punk influenced oi.
Mm-hmm.
But the guitarist Nate plays in Fentanyl as well.
Lovely name.
Yeah, so good. Anyway, it was them. Pool Kids, Pool Kids? Mathcore band. I don't know. They're like they're like a tippy tappy, like tiny moving parts kind of deal.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And then Military Gun, which David from Terena is filling in on drums for this tour.
Oh shit!
Which you want to talk about?
I've been hearing a lot about Terena. Wait, what's up?
He's a machine. You want to talk about a machine? I was watching him play last night. Every hit was like consistent. It was insane.
Was he playing with in-ears?
He had in-ears, but no clicks.
Damn.
I asked him.
I'm at that point where I'm down to move to the in-ears because we want to incorporate more samples, in those empty, awkward spaces in between. Like we do it now, but I just know, like I make the samples myself on FL Studio.
On FL Studio?
Yeah, dude, I make beats too. What's up, bro? What you got to say about it?
I hadn't heard about the Fruity Loops in like.
Dude, FL is great. I love FL Studio, man. Like you can, like, to record a band. No, probably wouldn't do it in there. But like solo music, yeah, I'm all about it. Like, I'll do it. I actually have like a solo project called Icy Grave. That was like my rap thing. And like, I just like a couple years ago when the band was slow, I was like, I want to make like solo music. Like I like making rap music, but I didn't want to make like rap where I was like I was trying to like be myself and not like, I was trying to do something. Everybody says that shit, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I liked Lil Peep and stuff, but I didn't want people to be like, "Oh, he's trying to be like Lil Peep or he's trying to be like Suicide Boy." It's like I love the old underground SoundCloud wave. Like, I remember when Young Lean and all them were first coming up in like 2011 or 12, and I remember just like being super fascinated with their nostalgic incorporations into their visuals. Like, you know, he kept mentioning the year 2002. He's like, oh, like just the whole aesthetic. I loved it. I
Yeah.
love Young Lean, Wicca Phase, Bones, Black Cray, Sick Boy Rari. Dude, I can go on. Yeah, like, so I wanted to do something like that. So I learned how to make beats. Like at first, I was just like getting beats from my friend, but then I wanted him to keep like making more. And then I was like, fuck, dude, like I need more beats. So eventually I got like the $200 bundle for FL, sorry, and started like learning how to make beats. And I sucked ass for like a year. And then, watched tutorials. And then I learned like FL like has all these cool features like, and then once you like know how to like the hotkeys and you can like just move a lot faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I make our samples on FL Studio, and I'll put like a riser, like a symbol or something at the end to let me know where I'm at, and I'll just like click it off. That's how we've
Yeah.
been doing it. But I want to have it in my ear, bro.
Yeah.
Because you can be so much more in the pocket. And like, I'm going hard, going ham, and then maybe I'll be rushing or something. At first, I was like, nah, dude, fuck that. I am the click, like, I
Not quite my
like,
tempo.
so, oh, dude, are you talking about Whiplash?
Yeah.
Son, I was talking about that movie last night. So brutal.
PTSD. PTSD,
Yeah,
bro.
dude, not quite my tempo. One, two, dude.
The throwing the shit
Throws
across
a
the
fucking
room.
symbol. Yeah, just throws
Yeah.
a symbol. He's like, Neiman, why do you suppose I just threw a symbol at your head? He's like, I don't know.
Nah.
But yeah, now it makes sense, and I'm down, and I've been practicing to a click, like a metronome, or I'll just like run through the songs that we have clicks for,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's just a means of like getting the in-ear system, but that ain't nothing but a couple dollars.
No, a couple racks. You good? But
I'm down to drop like 4,
you don't
5.
need that much. You don't need that much.
No, I
Nah.
don't think so.
Actually, I got mine for free 99.
Damn, dude.
But I
Did you
was working
steal
at
it?
no, not that one. But I was at a AV company, and they were like getting rid of a bunch of shit. Like we were cleaning the warehouse out, and they had this
Yeah.
old headphone amp that like you could plug a XLR or a TRS into.
Yeah.
So you can run two separate lines in and mix the volumes. So you could run like, are you running a pad?
Nah.
How you trigger
Not
the?
even right. No, not right now. Like we literally just plug my phone into a DI and raw dog it.
Oh, you got that play button. Use the play button app.
No, you might be putting me on. You're putting me on all
I'm
kinds of
about to
shit.
help you. I'm about to make your life a little easier.
Dude, please.
I got it from Craig Reynolds. I saw his setup and he was using it.
He plays for Counterparts.
Stray.
Dre. Goat.
Yeah.
Has he always been the drummer for them?
No. I think he started in 2016 or something like that.
I saw them a long time ago. Long time ago.
I've
Like,
seen them a few times with him on drums, and he's a fucking monster.
see him really active on Twitter. I've never watched like his playthroughs or anything, but I mean, Stray's got some crazy parts.
He does good content. If you just, I don't follow him on Twitch. I don't do Twitch because I'm a 30-year-old man and Twitch is for children.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I watch it on YouTube because I'm an adult and YouTube is for adults. So I watch his stuff on YouTube, and he does like a podcast as well. I'm not as into it as his like drum content. I'm in it for the drum vlogs.
Yeah.
So plus he's sponsored by
I'm
Tama.
gonna check him out. I love content like that. I can't believe I left him out earlier when I was naming my top 5. I was just throwing some out there. I really love watching Ben Collar from Converge's videos, like the stuff he posts on Instagram, like him playing like a Foo Fighter song, but it'll be like 200 BPMs faster than it actually is, and he's just like, he's so crazy, bro. Ben Collar, that's the go.
Lucien, thanks so much for hanging out. Like, thank you for your time. I appreciate you. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, I've really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me on. Yeah. I love beans and breakdowns. So
I know you do. I know you like the K cups and the black silk.
They're just, little something quick.
That's the emergency.
I actually haven't been drinking that much coffee. I kind of just like took a break.
That's all right.
Until today.
That's good. You got to break the fast. Break coffee edge.
Like my mug.
Lemon.
Yeah.
Wait, why is that a mug?
Why not?
That's just a weird ass thing to put on a fucking mug.
Because I like lemons.
All right. I mean, lemons is good, I guess. But
lemon
I wouldn't
is good.
I don't associate lemons with coffee ever.
There's no lemon in there. It's just on the outside.
Just there because you love lemons.
That's the thing about the mugs, man. They're universal. Like, I love all the different silly mugs out there. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you ever see those the mugs with like the bowl? Like, I don't know if you're a smoker, but I want to get the one with it's got the bowl right here for your weed, and then it's got like,
that's fucked. I've not seen that. That hasn't made its way to Canada
they're out
yet.
there, bro. They're fun. It's funny. Goofy mugs, bro.
Whenever we get to the state, we're going to the States in May. Whenever I get there, I'm gonna have to try to find one for my bassist. He partakes.
He partakes in the Zaza.
We'll say it like that. He partakes.
He smokes that wacky tobacco. I got you.
He do the devil's lettuce.
Yep.
Before we go, let me know what's your favorite city for beans and breakdowns.
What's my favorite city for beans and breakdowns?
It's a weird question.
Well, let's just circle back to Louisville, because I remember being up there, and I don't remember the shop, but there's like a good ass coffee shop on every other block, and they got a great team. So boom, yeah,
boom. LDB,
that's it.
LBDs,
LD Beans,
LD Beans or LBDs.
LD Beans. I think that flows off the tongue better. Personally,
depends on what D's are.
You almost got me.
I know I almost did.
You almost got me, bro.
I like trying that out on random unsuspecting people. Again, Lucien, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Cheers.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Beans and Breakdowns. I want to say a huge thanks to Lou for hanging out on the podcast. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Decoy. They have music up on all listening platforms, and they should be announcing some dates soon, as well as a single drop. So check them out. If you've enjoyed the podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. You can find out more information about the podcast by following us on Instagram at Beans and Breakdowns or on the web at beansandbreakdowns.com. Until next week, be sure to stay caffeinated and wake the fuck up.